at the age of 69. Now, it was about 4 years ago I came up with this brilliant idea of trying stand-up comedy, to add to my retirement fund. So far, I'm down $4,000 for the comedy classes. Now, my husband and I, we really discussed this. We were 65, just bought an RV. We were going to tour the United States anyway. I mean, why not try stand-up for a few extra bucks? We knew either way we were going to end up sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. Now, a lot of people don't know it, but I did not speak until after I was 4 years old. We're talking the 1950s. Mom took me to the doctor. He says, "Don't feed her till she talks." Now, as you can see, I became quite the conversationalist. Now, my husband and I, we just bought a little Mini Cooper. Yeah, not for the gas mileage. Like I said, I'm a comedian. We like making people laugh, watching me try to get up out of my Mini Cooper. Now, my legs, you can tell, they're pretty doggone white. And the reason for that is I stopped wearing pantyhose. It was taking my husband and myself an hour and a half to get him up. Now, he would grab the back, I would grab the front, and then I'd start jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The floor started undulating, he'd get seasick. It was like trying to pour 100 pounds of sugar into a 1-pound can. Now, at my age, I found out that being almost 100% white isn't what it's all chalked up to be. It's like every time I go down to a pool, all the beach buddies start fighting over who gets to sit next to me. They found they get a better tan on the reflection of my skin than they do the sun. Now, this white skin has really gotten me in trouble sometimes. It's always this time of year. I was up in my bedroom, and 2 vampire bats broke in through my bedroom windows. Each one grabbed a leg and used it as a glow stick to find other old bats with sensory problems. Yeah, I went by the bathroom mirror this morning and I looked in, and I finally come to the thought that the only athletic thing that will ever be on this body is a sports bra. But it's not for lack of trying. I mean, I exercise. Every day I have my husband drive me up to the store. I get out and I run as fast as I can up there in the front to get one of those little electric scooters and chase him around the parking lot. And the other day I got in big trouble. The manager comes out and says, "Lady, you can't be running after that old man yelling, 'Charge, charge, charge' in our parking lot." I said, "Yes, I can. He's my husband, he's got my credit cards." No, it's not, like I said, for lack of trying. I've tried every diet. I mean, we all know Mediterranean, the keto. But this last one I tried is called the fasting. And the only thing I got out of that one was how to eat a whole lot of food in a shorter amount of time.
I feel like your name, they want to know about you.
Now, I am a mom, an MOM, and a mother of millennials. And I had 3 sons over the course of about 16 years. I named, oops, Most Wanted, and not again. the most wanted. He loves teasing his brothers about being the only planned boy in the family.
He got it.
If only he knew out of the three, he'd be the first one I'd
And
throw
so he's just
back.
out with the third.
My
I know, either way I
daughter,
gotta catch
I
up.
adopted her at 16 months, all gain, no pain. She eventually grew up, joined the army, and came out loving everybody. And I mean, she came out loving everybody. She says, Mom, just call me your wild child. I call her my slut. Sweet, lovable, and intentional tease, just like me. My youngest son came over and I said, you know, we're downsizing, you need to grab all these trophies and take them home. He says, Mother, I am a millennial. Those are participation trophies. You bought them, you earned them, you keep them. I can remember when that same boy was just about 2
You gotta pay him
years
out.
old, and he got too old
Now he
to
wants
bathe
money.
with me anymore. We step into the shower, he looks up and he says, Oh,
I did the
Mommy,
learning process.
you have a beard just like Daddy. So, we got 2 little kitties. And, you know, old people, we tend to get animals, kind of like taking the place of our children. And we call these 2 Snoopy and Poopy. And I was scratching Snoopy, and all of a sudden, he got a little kitty on her. I never threw a cat down fast in my working house. Ever. Down even. This guy, I couldn't believe this. He lives on the KP. He gets money and funds to fly to Ukraine to save dogs. Now, I'm not thinking about that. If he really likes saving dogs while being shot at, just so that he'll talk to Tacoma. No, my husband and I, we have pet names for each other. We've been together about 31 years. I mean, we fell in love at first sight, and then got married 7 years later. And he calls me Honeybee. That's short. Well, he calls me HB Honeybee. That's short for Honey Bitch. And I call him Choppers. Because that man, let me tell you, that man will eat anything in this whole wide world except me. Oh, he loves getting into my pie. Had a couple of our friends come up to me the other day, and I said, oh, looks like you lost a few pounds. I said, no, I got a better fit bra. And now my Choppers doesn't have to get into this position to see the nipples on my titties. Now, getting older is petrifying, and that's why so many of the elderly wear so much yellow. It's actually a caution sign. You know, I used to read Slippery When Wet. And now it reads Watch for Her Falling Rocks. Now, something that annoys me is these younger girls come up to a woman my age, 69, again and again and again, and ask me, is that your natural hair color? Yes, it is. And I keep it that way every 6 weeks. Now, I finally found out where all from. I took one of those little DNA tests, came back 1% Jewish, 1% Italian, and 98% Revlon. I am a retired nurse, and I like keeping up on subjects, you know, I like learning new things, giving people advice. But something I always wondered about, I'm kind of innocent back in the day, was sex orgies.
How you doing?
I think younger people call it good sex. Well, I Googled it, and then I had an epiphany. Sex orgies are just like my dishwasher. There's always room for one more. Now I found this other article, and this is very important, ladies, especially if you're young. It says that the regular use of a vibrator on your vagina keeps it younger. I did the calculations. Mine's about 23 years old.
Hey.
My husband and I, we got a little bad news, then we got a little good news. Found out he came down with Parkinson's. But he told me the good news was he doesn't have to buy me batteries anymore. You know, when you get older, you get your little snarls and fits and arguments. And back in the day, I always gave my husband 100% silent treatment. I'd go into the kitchen, eat a big bowl of chili, and I'd wait for it.
I don't know, me neither.
Now, all I have to do at our age is go into the bedroom, sit on the bed, wait about 2 minutes, and he will forget about anything he was right about. Here's something I'm always curious about with you young girls. What is this obsession with shaving the fuzz off your peach? Don't you know this bushy forest down here loses trees throughout the years until you're left with a barren desert? And a watering hole that dries up from time to time. Believe me, massive climate change in the southern regions.
I put him in that brown basket because we didn't have any more, so he's already opened them.
My little sis passed away this last February. She was my biggest supporter.
You're on film
And I
now.
went to the funeral, and I walked in,
Okay.
and there are 5 urns down around the altar. And I looked at my nieces and said, "Are we handing out party favors?" And I said, "You know, how did you divide her up with teaspoons? She only weighed 105
She
pounds."
did, but she did it in red.
I said, "You know, I
I did,
don't do
sorry, yeah, that
ashes.
was not-
Really, I'd like to take mine as a pair of diamond earrings, right?" And then I got to thinking, well, what if I'm wearing those earrings? And you know how we women like playing with our ears? And it's like, what if all of a sudden I find out they're haunted? And she starts going, oh, because I got the wrong part. But
Or the right
that's
part.
considered incest? So here's something. What is it, again, with the younger generation worrying about the size of a man's penis? I think they're worried about the wrong thing. You gotta worry about what's attached to the dick. Like a job, a girlfriend, maybe a wife.
Yeah.
I'll end with this. Like I said, you know, my husband and I, we have our little push next once in a while. We were driving through Gig Harbor. We stopped at an intersection, and the traffic was going zoom, 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 zoom. Pause. Zoom, 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 zoom. Pause. Zoom, 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 zoom. Gosh, go! Will you just go? He looks at me and he says, "I'll pull out a goddamn gun and ready." And I said, "Yeah, for a man with 6 kids?" Thank you, that's my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going for Janice Fox.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always a treat.